Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host, Imperial Dan. We're going to have to be an exciting start right here on a 2 vs 2 from a ongoing game replays.org tournament for 2 vs 2. Figured this was a pretty exciting match. Been looking through several of them, hoping to find something good. And I do believe this one might be something quite unique. So of course, let's get our hands on it, let's get analysing, and who shall we be finding on here in the northern half? We're seeing NTD and Evilinacloset, or Evilinacloset. I'm not entirely sure, it's L's and I's can be a bit hard to determine right here. Nonetheless, so fighting for the Wehrmacht combined, they make the Panzer Lehr division. Opposing them is a combined force of Americans and Commonwealth, always that sort of tricky bit. But we'll imagine the British are leading this case. 11th Armoured Division supported by some unknown infantry unit from the Americans, perhaps with armour support of their own, who knows. But Abhilohoia and Riverwalksthelake. Well, that's not a mysterious name anyways. Pretty early aggression from the Panzergrenadiers, moving in against some engineers trying to secure the fuel point. Well, a Brenko is moving up on its own, perhaps hoping to do some harassment against this Kettenkrad. Could have been Pioneers, of course, but it spots them, gets them, and forces away this Kettenkrad, limiting early captures. Pioneers rushing in to assist the Panzergrenadiers, MG42, more Panzergrenadiers. With some other Pioneers heading eastwards. Lots of territory being secured swiftly. Although who should be getting the early advantage is a bit interesting, and looks like this Brenko has already gotten some troops in it. Could be the reconnaissance section. Could be a powerful combination. And what is it? Yes, indeed, it is the reconnaissance section. What they're doing, arriving in the train station right here on Wolfheze. In fact, I believe I might not have mentioned this is Wolfheze. Model after the single-player campaign map. It is pretty much that, except it's shorter. Brenko is rushing in. Panzergrenadiers getting pushed away. Mortar emplacement going up at the same time. Not a lot of infantry from Mr. Riverwalksthelake. I'll just call him River. Away mortar emplacement to provide earlier infantry support. And that's going to prove a problem for that MG in the train station. But there we go. Quickly escaping. A mortary death. And the British look like they've secured this fuel point. And there we go. The little pennant right there. And mortar fires away at that train station, hoping to catch something, but it has been abandoned. There's nothing there except train departure tables. And they've all been cancelled due to an sudden onset of war. MG42 there holding the line. Not a lot else though from our Wehrmacht friend. No infantry, just a lot of MGs, and now a sniper on the way, so he's going to be doing the support business while the Panzergrenadiers does some of the fighting. Of course, that's the thing you have to be careful about, as it can suddenly mean the infantry holder gets a lot quite quickly drained down, while you don't suffer so heavily, and then all of a sudden you're surrounded. And a pretty aggressive push. MG42s were too far away, and looks like one Pioneer team went down. Brits continue, sniper ready. Americans, this is a rather aggressive push. Of course, none of them has gone support. They're both going pretty heavily forward, and Brenko, and looks like they've both gone. He's got 2 infantry sections with reconnaissance, I believe. Why am I mistaken? No, I was mistaken, just looked like it. Didn't know it switched about, but still. Could have been nasty that as well. And there we go, there's a huge gap, in fact, in this Wehrmacht base defenses. I mean, you can pretty much sneak in here, and then you can do whatever you want. So in that situation, Evilinacloset is in a lot of trouble. And there we go, MG down. Brenko is rushing in. And looks like they're going to be stealing an MG right in front of their noses. Trying to get the Wehrmacht sniper, will it? Yes, he just rushes past behind the bunker. Rifleman team, though, could be going down to the MG bunker or the sniper. Will that be the case? Or will he be the luckiest? Yes, indeed. But now, of course, there's a problem. The sniper and MG are hidden in there, and they're in a bit of trouble. There's not a lot left. In fact, for Evilinacloset, he's been delivered several devastating blows right here in the beginning. And they barely have anything left. The Americans now with an MG42 and a lot of dead Wehrmacht troops. And now not really looking good in this building either. Only an MG and a sniper. And I imagine he's trying to get that Wehrmacht sniper with, what is this, on the way. Another one. Panther is doing what they can to try and stop the sprint carrier. There you go, popping up. What does the sniper do? Will he stay? And wait, no, he gets out of there. Infantry section suppressed, getting into the sprint carrier again while the sniper runs for this allies base. MG bunker down here to protect this end of the map. And there we go, though, knocked out by the flak feeling. And an entire infantry section, in fact, goes down for River. That was a bit unfortunate. I mean, he made a pretty good push, and already we're seeing BARs up for Abhilohoia. Oh dear, I never can pronounce that fellow's name. Well, that was pretty nasty early on. And the Allies have managed to gain quite a foothold already within these first minutes of the game due to that excellent, extremely effective push right there, which probably was partly due to the fact there was absolutely no infantry in Evilinacloset's forces. So once things went a bit awry, he was of course quickly pushed back. Still, they are making their push now, and NTD has gotten himself an armored car to deal with this. Jokery. Rushing in, dealing with these engineers. Snipers on the move, MG42, and looks like these Panzers are in a bit of trouble. Ren sections moving up. Oh, the excitement. No medic bunkers up or medic stations for either side as of yet. Although considering the situation the Wehrmacht has been in, I doubt they've had time to look at set one up, and certainly not with the losses they've been suffering, although it perhaps could help. And there we go, mortar rounds. Oh my goodness, several Panzergrenadiers down. That's the rate of attrition simply continues. And that's certainly going to make it a lot easier for the British, since even though they've lost a lot, their opponent losing even more. Which that should give them some breathing room. Oh, the armor car button down. Right from the BARs moving in. Snipers firing away. Doing a bit of damage, but oh, second armor car round for NTD. No doctrinal choices of yet. Rifleman taking some losses. And spending a lot of manpower reinforcing those Panzergrenadiers, I wager. But looks like a field support truck has arrived, setting up on the other fuel point. Armor cars heavily damaged. MG42 has to be careful, doesn't want to get too close to that mortar emplacement. Would not be surprised if River has gone for the Canadian artillery doctrine, as in fact just basically the sun. He wants to go supercharged rounds, which of course allows the mortar to fly even farther. So that's something to be wary of. But on the move, and looks like Kriegbanks has gone up for Evilinacloset, thus allowing the Panzer Lehr to get out some more solid infantry. At least I bloody well hope he's going to get some grenadiers from there. Rifleman sneaking about here and there. Looks like the Allies are a bit unsure. No, never mind. River going for another mortar emplacement. Perhaps to knock out that MG bunker right here on the far eastern flank. MG42 apparently secured. Jolly good move there. Regained for the honor of the fatherland. And no, we're seeing a Pack 38 expecting some sort of armor business. Obviously not from the American, who's gone for riflemen with BARs, and now a weapon support center. Cheeky. No, what he's probably worrying is that the British opponent will be going for a Stuart light tank pretty early on, and they might be without sub-defense. Even with NTD now going for the Panzer Support Command and anti-tank half-tanks, they might still have some issues with it. But mortar emplacement up. Probably going to be barring there, and some slit trenches going down as well. A bit of quiet right here, both sides collecting. In particular, that's quite valuable for Evilinacloset, which is only one thing the Allies probably shouldn't have done so early on, was basically give up that easily and allow them to gain territory again. But it's too late now for them. Although I'd still perhaps recommend a medic station or a casualty clearing station, and perhaps keep up the rate of attrition against the Axis forces. Those damnable Krauts, Jarrys, Huns, Bosch. It looks like a 17-pounder gun going up right here at the front line. But no, is he cancelling? No, he keeps on it. Panzer in here. Oh, they're in a bit of trouble. And quickly forced away. American aggression everywhere. And oh dear, the 17-pounder gun will not be finished. It gets spotted and pounced upon by armored cars. Sappers taking heavy losses themselves out in negative cover. You have to be careful about that. flamethrower engineers trying to save the day, but they also suffer some pretty nasty losses. Kettenkrad down though. And let us go look at River going to Lake. One assault moving in here. Snipers firing into the trenches, but dealing with trenches is a bit harder with snipers. But now they are out. Oh dear, grenade. And there we go. Snipers joining in for a bit of fun. Heavy losses to the Bren section. Nice push right here by Evilinacloset. Another one and a Bren gun left behind. Perhaps it might be an idea for NTD to quickly move its forces and really take the advantage of this opening in the British lines and perhaps, you know, try to do some damage over here. Oh my goodness, he's already going for an armored command truck. 10 minutes? He's definitely got some plans there. Could be Cromwells, could be Staghounds, could be Kangaroos. No, he's going for Cromwells. The 11th Armored going for what it had, and jolly good. Still showing some honor, I suppose. But no, the Bren gun has been secured by the Americans. Now wondering what they're doing with a limey gun. Grenadier down. Armored cars being rushed into support, I suppose. And there we go, quite the fight going on. MG fire, sniper fire, and grenadier fire, quickly sending the Brits going back home to the headquarters command track. But will the Germans keep up the push? No, they won't. That was a bit unfortunate. Would have been nice if they did, taking as many advantages as they could. And now things are going to get a bit more dire for the Germans. As the first Cromwell rolls onto the field, a cruiser tank. So that was rather what the British went for, an armoured doctrine. The cruiser essentially being a bit of a cavalry unit, basically there to take advantage of any weaknesses in enemy lines and do as much damage as they could through that. In this case though, it looks to have taken on more of a role of a support infantry tank. Moving forwards there, and there's not really much to stop it. Only an MG42, although there's a Pack 38 ready. Snipers on the move. Oh, the American sniper out for Abhilohoia. And an anti-tank half-tank. If it could get off a shot knocking out the tracks there, and the Pack then go off the rest of the shots, they might be able to pull it through there. Sniper down. Unfortunate. Skirmishing here in the west, having spotted the field support truck. Panzergrenadiers under heavy fire, rifle with BARs pushing them out. And the Cromwells taking heavy damage from Panzer X and Pack fire. Armoured cars, infantry section down, Bren guns lost. In fact, looks like River going to Lake has just suffered some very nasty losses right there. And he has in fact gone for Canadian infantry doctrine. Armoured cars rushing in. Sniper discovered. A quick reversal right there. Sniper down. Cromwell immobilized. Rather than moving up, home to deal with grenadiers, but no, Cromwell goes down. A victory for the fatherland, although they are not out of danger as of yet. Another Cromwell moving in, but really exhaustive infantry losses right there. Down to only a sapper team. The rest is basically a captain and then trucks and emplacements. That's not entirely good.
We've just got the green light to
Abhilohoia not really doing too well either, as also having taken quite exhaustive losses. Now might be the time, and yes indeed, NTD has called in the elite Fallschirmjäger to infiltrate behind enemy lines and take points away. Goody goody. And I'm hearing artillery right up here. Apparently a captain having been a bit nasty. I think he might have been trying to get a sniper, but he retreated back. Grenadiers ready. And Cromwell and sappers dealing with these Fallschirmjägers. Well, they should probably consider getting out very soon. That's going to be a very long, painful way home. But what shall the Axis do next? What shall the Allies do next? And the Fallschirmjäger did not make it back home. That was unfortunate. A bit of resource being floated here. More sappers on the way. A bit of quiet. Looks like Luftwaffe troops have arrived. The Panzer Lehr getting the aid from there as much as they possibly can. Und die Panzergrenadier march vorwärts. Small engagement here which could have worked, but no, NTD is quickly being forced back. Too much fire, and he doesn't quite have the good position to hold this assault off. Armored cars are arriving to do what they can, both with defensive veterancy. Let's go have a look at Mr. Abhilohoia, who's gone for armor, and he's going for the right side. He wants Calliope's. And a 25 pounder gun now going up, so that might actually be a lot of artillery suddenly appearing in the hands of the Allies.
At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas.
Anti-tank after getting caught a bit, but Grenadiers and MG42 save the day, but not before a sticky bomb does go off. And let's speed this up a bit. There's going to be a few periods of that like this. No point in having it like that.
Losing ground out there.
Troops quickly driven off, and riflemen. Oh, they're getting shredded by the auto cannons of the armored cars.
Sector being captured. Base is under attack.
And I believe we're hearing artillery somewhere. Where could it be? Apparently not. Wait, we are seeing it. It's up here, forcing away the Panzergrenadier lines, breaking an ice hole in the center. Cromwell ready to perhaps take advantage of that. More snipers for Abhilohoia. And the Cromwell is on the prowl, spotting some nicely armored cars.
Enemy unit
First one down. Ostwind flak Panzer out, apparently going for a Panzer command, but no Panzers. Actual Panzer at least. That Ostwind is not going to be doing anything against the Cromwell, no matter how much you wish it. Flak feeling also running into a bit of problem. It was designed to shoot down aircraft, not Cromwell. Doing a bit of light damage to the rear, but that's not going to be enough. And these Panzer Grenadiers and Luftwaffe troops are caught on their own. Oh dear, squished, crushed. The inhumanity. The eastern flank still holding pretty well. That seems to be the only thing that's holding at the moment. Panzer is rushing into the Allied base. Flak fitting, I doubt, will hold for much longer. No matter how many shots it fires. And there we go, flak filling kaput. No supplied upgrades though for Abhilohoia. That would have been nice. And again, medic station or casualty claim station. But now it looks like the major assault is going in against the Axis base. But what is this? The Panzer Lehr calling in some Panthers. Hooray! Armored cars opening up on the riflemen. Panzer Grenadiers joining in. That Cromwell is suddenly most outgunned. The Panther being its superior in every way. Well, I think the Cromwell might actually have been faster. The Panthers rushing onwards. Sniper a bit exposed as well. That's not good. The Panthers rushing ahead. Only riflemen there to stop it, and an anti-tank gun. Although the crew is swiftly feeling the pain, and there we go. Crew is dead. Armored cars and Panzer Grenadiers joining in. And we are seeing a push as well here in the east. A Cromwell down, Ostwind and Pax and Grenadiers. But now the Ostwind is rushing too far ahead. Sappers blasting around. Where's the infantry support? They're rushing away. But another Cromwell arrives. Snipers as well. Armored car immobilized. And the anti-tank gun apparently got decrewed. Riflemen, oh, not suffering too well.
Enemy unit down.
And apparently this was the rifleman team that picked up the Bren gun, and now they dropped it. Oh dear, this is not looking good. Cromwell charged in, made a mess of things. Ostwind down. Pack could also be going down. And looks like it. There we go. Pack decrewed. A nice assault there by Evilinacloset, but sadly it was ruined by a Cromwell.
Enemy unit down.
And returning to NTD, what is he up to? What is he up to? Oh dear, I think that's... Yeah, no, that's a pre-self-propelled artillery piece. Although I can't remember what the British actually used. It had a different name. It was the Deacon, or was it the Bishop? It certainly had something clerical to it. Which was basically a ram tank with a 25-pounder gun stuck to it. Anti-tank half taking troubles, but the Panthers are there to save the day. Panzergrenadiers on the move, although heavily wounded. No defensive operations for NTD. Bit of a shame, bit of a shame. Panthers taking heavy damage. Pack now in the hands of the Americans. And these riflemen need to consider getting out of there. Artillery. Grenadiers, Panzergrenadiers.
Our comrades' HQ is in serious peril.
And are they bombarding? Yes, indeed, they're bombarding the Wehrmacht base. Oh dear. Luftwaffe troops now equipped with a light machine gun. A Bren gun in this case. The Bren actually being a Czechoslovakian design. The name sort of partly giving that away. Stands for Briano Enfield. Briano being the town in Czechoslovakia. It was built in, which was actually the sort of center for Czechoslovakian arms manufacture, and was the second largest arms manufacture sort of area in entire Europe. So when the Germans got that, they actually got quite a bit. Cromwell getting hunted down by the Panther by Panzer VI. Us armored car though in a lot of trouble as well. Immobilized right in front of an anti-tank gun. Panther advancing, Panzergrenadiers moving up to support it. Nice assault right here, but they're Piats. And the Panther's taking quite a bit of damage. MG42 in the train station. Anti-tank gun seems to have frozen. Panic apparently. Riflemen getting suppressed. Engineers and more riflemen moving up. Panzergrenadiers going down. A nice push. And then artillery right into the middle of everything. Panzergrenadiers down, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I can't see what they used to be. They're dead anyways. Armored car goes down as well. Pretty nasty losses. Panthers in poor condition. Infantry not happy. And things looking even worse for Evilinacloset. He's down to a pack, a flak panzer and some grenadiers. That's about it. The Axis haven't taken quite a beating, but it's certainly also the same for the Commonwealth, although they have two snipers each in their own trench. Not entirely sure why they're hiding there. And looks like a Clive here is now arriving for Abhilohoia, so that's only going to increase the artillery available to the Commonwealth. And a Firefly arriving as well. That's going to be a bit of a problem for the Panthers. Priest so far has actually fired a bit, but hasn't actually managed to hit anything. Flak Panzer down again. Main gun destroyed in the Cromwell. Grenadiers moving forwards. And oh dear, getting sniped. And no mid-game analysis. Yes, indeed. The game is a bit too long for that.
Our enemies will cower as the Wirbelwind flak panzer is now available for deployment.
And anti-tank half-track getting bombarded by Piat rounds. Grenadiers look like they will be getting out of there. And I do believe we're hitting the V1 rocket. I'm going to guess it here, which of course means that Evilinacloset has gone for terror. Snipers look like they will be getting out of there. Or will they? One sniper made it out of there. His comrade only just behind him dies. That's only going to be a bit of some psychological damage right there. Friend lost to V1, Firefly and the mortar emplacement. Nicely done there. And I listen to music. Don't listen to music in battle, which is already a music on its own. And a good Calliope barrels right there. Panther's taking a bit of damage. Panzergrenadiers also. Oh dear. Cromwell command tank arriving. Deciding to take advantage of it, of course, which is a good move. Of course, he's going to need a fresh Firefly. Quite a bit of resource being floated here, so obviously hoping for another Panther battle group, but he doesn't quite have the population to do so. Welcome to the Luftwaffe, brother, but let's go have a look here. Only 2 snipers and 2 grenadiers. Everything else is dead, lost. That's not really encouraging.
Veterancy gained.
Looks like the field support truck has moved in enough. There's been no attempt to really securing this with a truck. Someone getting sniped. Axis pushing forward, hoping to secure that central victory point. But a swift counterattack from the Allies will put a stop to that. While the Panthers are getting repaired, which of course means no support for Evilinacloset's forces. Oh dear, the Cromwell got the sniper as he was retreating. He got both snipers. Ow. And now he's just down to 2 grenadier teams with Panzergrenadiers. Not really good, not really auspicious. One has to be careful with the Cromwells, that's for sure. 19 infantry kills, 3 armoured kills. That's one nasty Cromwell. And a quick attack by NTD to try and cover things up, as things are falling apart most swiftly. Panther getting sticky bombed, Luftwaffe troops flying away with the Bren guns. Point blank into the riflemen, but doesn't look like they will be doing much. They need to get out of there. Quick swoop, men up. Oh, they didn't make it. Oh dear, a tragedy. And this anti-tank gun by crewed by Luftwaffe troops not doing too well either. And I think that was a Panther that bit it there. Down to 1 Panther only. But more Panthers are arriving for NTD. Grenadiers pushing in. And another Panther down. He's down to 2 Panthers again. An anti-tank gun and some Panzergrenadiers. But what is this? Luftwaffe to the rescue, I suppose. A bit of, well, bashing your heads in. Not much attempt at really hitting here or here on the flanks. I feel that they could do a lot more damage if they tried that a bit. Anti-tank gun down. Calliope exposed to the Panthers. Will they get it? No, they ignore it. Although there are these 2 pieces of artillery, the Priest and the 25-pounder gun. Grenadiers moving up. Oh dear, Panthers are in a lot of trouble. Priest though goes down. Small victory there. Grenadiers though need to consider getting out of there before they're lost. Knight's Cross on the way for Evilinacloset. Looks like the Panthers will be trying to kill on that Cromwell command tank. Main gun destroyed, although there's not really much of a main gun, it's a decoy. So the commander in there could basically focus more on actually commanding than having to deal with shooting with his own tank. And another Panther down. Unbelievable how many Panthers die a horrible death. That was pretty much 1 platoon now. Well, that would have been 5 Panthers. Still nasty, nasty. Another Firefly moves up.
We can now unleash our propaganda war.
Panther taking heavy fire. Veteran C3 rifleman up for Abhilohoia. That's not going to be helpful for the forces of NTD and the Panzer Lehr. Anti-tank gun exposed. Panzergrenadiers though here in trouble. Oh dear, and the Veteran C3 rifleman showing them why they're Veteran C3. Tearing through the Panzergrenadiers with ease. Oh dear, that's it for NTD. He's pretty much down to an anti-tank gun, a Luftwaffe unit and a Panther. A quick assault though by the infantry of Evilinacloset saves the day, not before the anti-tank gun though goes down. Getting quickly suppressed by the Vickers. And a Bren gun in a trench. Looks like they're trying to get that Vickers machine gun in placement though. Knight's Cross suppressed as well, and the Priest, no, the 25-pounder gun joining in the fun as well. And it looks like a second Calliope for Abhilohoia, while the remainder of NTD's forces share songs about the misery. As they're pretty much it. 1 Panther and 1 Luftwaffe team. That's not really an auspicious start, while it looks like more Knight's Cross on the way for the forces of Evilinacloset.
They are attacking secure territory.
But certainly both sides are being drained rather heavily. Observation post, I missed that somehow. But of course, I could get more V1 rockets or firestorms.
Ready for battle.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
And going for that victory point, but the Knights Cross are reacting with speed. And whatever makes these troops better than everyone else. Perhaps those assault rifles. Tearing through the riflemen, and an assault going on here. Right, though, as the Calibers decide... Oh dear, that's quite excessive. Riflemen, though, Veteran 3 cannot measure up against the Knights Cross, though. But the Knights Cross themselves are suddenly also taking heavy losses. Need to get out of there. And more Panthers from NTD. Giving him 3, except his Luftwaffe troops were a bit heavily damaged in that barrage. Charging right into the mess once more. So not a bad idea, probably expecting his opponents not to have so much to stop them. But there's still a Firefly. And there's still the Piets.
They're in our base. They're hitting our base.
And of course the Firefly getting augmented by the command tank. Making it much more lethal. And the Wehrmacht base is again getting hammered. Also note, this is why you usually also try to have some buildings at the edge of your base, so they can reinforce safely there.
Let's go, you good.
Oh, is he actually doing a creeping barrage? Damn. Panther down! Now that's definitely a platoon down if not approaching more. Will he be losing a second Panther though? Immobilized right in front of the Firefly. Oh dear, that's 6 Panthers down. Knights Cross going for the long flank, going for the victory point. But all letting spot what's going on. Riverwalksthelake is rushing in his armor, and let's go have a look at him actually. Another piece could be called in. More artillery. And yes, indeed, looks like he's lost his 25-pounder gun though. So this priest will do well to deliver the sermons of the Anglican Church upon the heathen German foe with their Gottmittens. Another push there by infantry grenadiers with a few Panzerjacks. Not a lot of armor for them though, which again is down to basically again 1 Panther and 1 Luftwaffe team. NTD really has been crippled brutally, if not devastatingly. And firing at his own field support truck. Looks like Riverwalksthelake is feeling pretty bold. Except there's no friendly fire apparently on it. And the Luftwaffe has suddenly arrived to save the day. NTD, while he might not have a lot of infantry or armor, he still has the Luftwaffe doctrine ability and the Luftwaffe to provide support, which certainly does a lot to disperse the armored forces of the Allies combined. British troops being forced away, and he in fact packs up the truck to quickly get them out of in face of the onslaught of German infantry. And another strafing run. Oh dear, Calliope down. Vickers machine gun emplacement could also be knocked out. Headquarters command truck suffering heavy damage. This could be it. NTD, though, what remains with his force desperately holding out here in front of the Wehrmacht base as another assault by the Americans moves in. Which basically means Evilinacloset is left on his own. No support, and all 3 victory points are in the hands of the Allies once more. Great move there by Abhilohoia, but the field headquarters command truck is down. Doesn't stop further armor from coming out. Knights Cross trying to go for the central point. And what shall we be seeing from NTD?
Forward OPs reporting a petrol dump under attack.
Apparently nothing. More Calliope firing madly into everything, and again, Evilinacloset space is basically one large artillery target. As if there was someone decided this was an artillery training range. Knights Cross heroically charging right into the midst of all this insane fire, but getting practically annihilated. And now more Panthers arrive. NTD basically having hurt out for that. Will this be the time he gets through with it? Or will he just be losing more Panthers? And this one doesn't really seem to be doing much fighting. It mostly just seems to be constantly repaired, which is a bit unfortunate. Anti-tank gun getting flanked pretty quickly. And again, the Wehrmacht base is simply getting hammered. The Krieg barracks in a terrible condition. Creeping barrage, I believe. Yes, indeed, the Panther caught in it. No, wait, it just ended. Was it just a regular barrage? It's hard to tell.
Go on, sir.
Rather than moving ahead, Panthers in a bit of trouble. They can't stop them. If those start getting off a sticky bomb, they will be in trouble. And quick counter-attack by Evilinacloset. More fighting, more bloodletting. Wehrmacht slowly getting drained of all the victory points. And another Calliope barrage, but looks like Calliope could be caught by the Panthers.
Unknown number of enemy are moving on one of our.
And there's only one firefly to really stop these Panthers. There we go, Calliope under fire. Second one getting hammered as well, and more Luftwaffe. Once more, NTD calls in the Luftwaffe to provide what little air support they can. And of course, remember, you need to have a line of sight to what you're doing at, otherwise you won't be getting any air support. But looks like in this case he's getting it off. Calliope down, although quickly replaced with Allied War Machine. Priest out of control, command truck out of control. Firefly though still standing, so is the Commonewealth, but for how long? Main gun destroyed, PX firing, sticky bombs moving in. Panther down, sticky bomb. Oh dear, he didn't go for the weakest one. But there we go, engine damaged. Cromwell hoping to flank. Grenadiers moving in with Panzer tracks. Panther somehow surviving this insane ordeal and a forced retreat, sending away the riflemen. Cromwell down, Panthers are by some miracle still there. And their main gun destroyed. Not for long though. Calliope just blasting in towards the flank. Panthers desperately trying to get home. Destroyed engine. It's still there, but for how much longer?
Enemy unit down.
And there we go, Panther down. Oh, both Panthers down. Being behind only one, but this one is stealing with the Calliope, and that one is the one which has been basically been repaired for half of the game. Majority of the map now is in the hands of the Panzer Lehr. The 11th Armoured with its American infantry support is not really having done well.
They're taking one of our points.
And now moving towards here, going for the victory point, rather realizing they need that rather than the fuel point. And Riverwalksthelake is not in a great condition either, and Abhilohoia's veteran infantry. So, oh dear, they're also pretty much been ground down. Pershing's now arriving, apparently to support. The Americans having a bit of up their sleeve. And we just need a King Tiger. More Panthers arriving. More Panthers. I'd probably say we're about looking into that area where it's 2 platoons by now, which is quite a few Panthers. But the Pershing now arrives. Firefly moves in as well. Oh dear, Panther rear is exposed to all of this Calliope fire. And of course the Pershing. And a bit of rushing back and forth. Things are certainly looking pretty desperate for either side. Both sides has been brutally torn apart. Yeah, they're still holding on. And the pioneers are basically just rushing about, securing as much munitions as they can. Another forced retreat. But the infantry is still left behind to deal with a Pershing and a Firefly. Panthers moving in, now that the Calipes are exposed. Will the Pershing move in to react? Or what will happen?
Fire.
And there we go, getting pelted. Calipes rushing straight into the Grenadiers with a Panther. I think that's less auspicious. But Panther's in a bit of trouble. Firefly and a close point blank Calliope barrage right into the line of fire of the Panther and the Firefly. Calliope is down. Panthers could be down veterans you want for the Pershing. Luftwaffe troops, Knights Cross, Grenadiers. It's practically every force in the map left that is here. Firefly down. Panthers almost down. Allied War Machine on the Pershing. And he's not firing at it. He's probably doing his best not to knock it out, which is a bit of trouble. But no, the Pershing goes out of control. Smoke screen. And another Pershing getting back on the field. The remainder of River Lake's infantry going in. Calliope hammering away. Cromwell command tank trying to go for that, protect that victory point. And another Panther down to only a flak feeling and a Luftwaffe unit. Oh no. But a King Tiger has arrived. The Panzer Lehr calling upon what they had the heaviest of the King Tigers, as they have been equipped with a company of heavy armor, although basically for armor radio control purposes of Goliaths and other things, but still they had about 50% Tigers and 50% King Tigers, I believe. Although there might have been more Tigers than King Tigers. And now there's Vegas machine gun emplacement going down to protect this. The line must be held at no matter the cost. 17-pounder gun here to protect as well. And if he gets that, that's pretty much 2 platoons of Panthers if he gets that onto the field, I believe. And if he loses that, well, he's lost 2 platoons of Panthers. That's going to be close to half a company. And the King Tiger setting up for the wider flank, so it can't be easily bottlenecked. And the field littered with the wrecks of war machines. Panthers, Fireflies, Pershings, Calipes. Trains. Another Calliope barrage. The assault moves in. More Panthers. The King Tiger, die Königstiger. And we could be seeing a Henschel Panzer support as well. Well, aircraft support. Grenadiers getting suppressed. Vickers slowed down. Just hearing GG. And a GG from there. Panthers moving in. And there we go, air support. And there we go. Game over, victory for the Panzer Lehr in a brutal fight of attrition right here in the fields of Wolfheze, or some other place in France, I suppose. That could be similar. And of course the lessons. What are the lessons from here? I mean, we saw a pretty damn great push from the British right on. And the Allies in general, I mean, they basically pushed him back to his base and barely am down to nothing. What was the problem? They didn't really prepare for the counterattack. They had mortars, but that was once you got within the range of that, they quickly fell apart. Which it did. There was no medic stations, no casualty clearing stations, and no great in-depth, no minefields, no anything. Nothing that could really continue that really great fight of attrition, which allowed the Germans to basically claw the way back and then turn the tables on the British, the Allies, and began draining them. In particular, those uses of the Henschel strafing runs were pretty great there, knocking out a lot of armor, doing a lot of damage. NTD might have also considered, you know, more than just Panthers, but even then he did all right. Although he is, of course, close to that whole 2 platoons down. And Evilinacloset again might have considered something else than Ostman's when he got some armor. And of course, later stages, a medic bunker would have been nice, but in the early stages, I can't imagine why not, because there was not really much for it to be really holding on to. I mean, if the Allies again, they should have probably prepared a bit better with, you know, more positions and perhaps, you know, some medic stations and casualty clearing stations. Then they might have done alright, I think. It might also been an idea to get some tank depots. Anyways, jolly good game. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not subscribe and tell your friends? And if you didn't, well, why not send a replay of your own? This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.